Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So that one will be accepted. A 1st down carry now for Miller. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Charles Harris, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Give me that ball, defense. Christian, Travis. Give me that ball, defense. Deuce. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Cowboys swarm in, and it's blocked. And they're going to have it just inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
Gotta reform, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 13 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And a reminder, folks, as we've got all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Smith. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down, coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that, because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Rodgers. To the right side, complete to Miller. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. The catch made by Miller. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming for you. You mine. General West.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy. Come on. Recon.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And some room to run now. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. On 3rd down, Rodgers. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Miller. Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. To throw is Rodgers. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And now it's second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now Rodgers. Well, the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Brandon Graham, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. 36. Hey, Zoo.
On 1st down, Smith got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Smith. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 22, Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerry Tillery, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, he hits Beasley right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan. And you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection. So you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield. So you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll run on first down. Miller, 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. That's complete. Right around the 8.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. Hey, Delta. Keep it up. Keep it up. Now.
Smith now to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Mike 55. Mike 55. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Bravo. Come.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? In a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Rodgers now on 1st down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
10 Loba. Hey, Wahoo!
Smith on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. He's got daylight. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints add on to their lead.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 70, Indy. He don't know no better. Check 3, check 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Get off the field.
Now it's Smith. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Flare.
Yep. Get it.
Throwing on third down, Smith. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to go for it. It's Smith.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Smith on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Brandon Graham, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Here's a give to Miller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They go back to the ground now with Miller. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a name that will ring in the ears of Saints fans forever, in on the tackle. On second down, here's Miller. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Ready. Hey, Team 6. Team 6. 55. Mark 55. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. A gain of 6 there on first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing again on second down. Smith. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Let's go. 50, plant. Change, exit. Let's go.
They snap it to Smith. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
53. Hey, Alpha. Check 53. Get it.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41.
Well, you're trailing.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness. Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They come.
Lamar Miller, the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big gain there on 3rd and long. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers to throw again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On play action, Rodgers going to throw deep for the end zone. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
But they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle here to Rudolph. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On play action, now Rodgers. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tajay Sharp, 31 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set hunt. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Kill. Set hunt.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So out come the Chargers. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And Olsen over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Garoppolo, the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Got Gordon open, completes it. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Like 20. Stay hot. Stay hot.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it here with Hunt. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Here we go, here we go.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the keeper?
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the counter, it's Miller. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Pushing tacklers aside. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. To Gordon, out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Whitney merciless. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards that time.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. After the penalty, it's Miller. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.